also concerned about the team fight factor for ONIC Philippines, and you're also concerned about how you deal with the Paramis and Valentina against Blacklist. And lastly, late game factor. Damage output now, Blacklist has better against ONIC.
Looks like they have the answers right now to the questions from game number 1. But right now, make your awesome valid prediction brought to you by Samsung, who will dish out more assists in this game. Oh my Venus or Rapidude. Just talking in context. Comment down with the hashtag Samsung, and all awesome always wins. Timer just ran out now.
I'm gonna answer real quick for you guys. Remember last game, 100% kill paparticipation on the Faramis. That's basically it.
Yeah.
That for me at least, that's the logical choice. But
I thought you were gonna say Haji.
no,
Just
but
predicting it, yeah.
don't forget Rapidude as well.
He's playing a Rafaela, so
It's also a Rafaela. It always has AoE. AoE heal, AoE damage, so...
yeah, I mean, any kill that ONIC gets probably is with Rafaela.
yeah.
It's just Rapidude. But speaking of Rapidude, though, he just used the flicker. Rafadude.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god, it's Rafadude. It is him. Alright. I'm gonna make that joke later on Twitter.
Nice.
Yeah, but... on 77 seconds, he has no flicker.
If they win this, it's gonna stick.
It's a flicker with the... Oh, that's a beautiful Stampede flicker combo. First blood, easy for Blacklist right there. Puts Wise to level 4 right away.
Oh my Venus at the perfect landing onto that pole.
Yeah, this should be a very, very stable laning here on the bottom at least. We know that it's difficult for Esme, but he can sustain. But for the rest of the lanes, again, it's gonna take a long time before we can. That's as viable for a team fight. And Turtle is spawning now, and again, there's nothing they can do about it.
Yeah, you know that kill from All My Venus was so classic. She's used to playing Matilda. Now it's the reverse Matilda. I'm not saving anybody. I'm killing everybody.
He just pulls in everybody, but now Super Prince gets a kill on Oheb.
Oh,
same thing.
That's interesting.
Dividing the plan.
Basically splitting up the map, right? I mean, if everyone's busy in the mid, let's go ahead and get something on the other side of the map. And like what Black is also kind of mirroring right now.
Such
Edward,
a
beautiful Abyssal Strike.
That hurts.
Yeah, and that's why people pick up Dira.
Against Esmeralda.
Against most heroes, actually.
Oh yeah. Against most tanky heroes.
Yeah.
And in the current patch, a lot of heroes are tanky.
Exactly. Even Fredrin gets shredded down by a Dirov.
This is the problem, you know. You have a Farsa on the side of ONIC. You just gave out a huge nuke, long-range nuke for Blacklist. Haji is copying it at the moment. And if they decide to push, Valentina will hurt more.
This is true.
Yeah, speaking of Valentina, he has an XP ahead against Super Frame. Just gives out, additional damage as her passive will work.
That's true. Don't forget, Haji also has Feathered Airstrike. Very difficult to fight against that.
Yep.
Haji, definitely one of the best Farsa players I've ever seen as well.
Ooh. 2 levels above. Not gonna be able to outrun that.
Yeah, you saw earlier the impact of 1 level up. What about 2 level up?
Oh man.
Retribution.
Ahead.
This
Blacklist is again. It's just 2 steps ahead. Speaking of XP.
This hurts.
That's what I'm talking about. The Feathered Airstrike from the KDA machine. I said it earlier and I'm just gonna say it again. One of the best Farsa players in the world.
Yeah.
Talking about a nuclear right into your turret.
That is crazy, thinking that Haji is now playing 2 comfort heroes. Valentina and Farsa. This is 6v5. This is unfair, Blacklist. How dare you do this?
Absolutely.
But this is what ONIC gave them. You know, they gave them the tools. Like, I have
They
Farsa,
chose
you have
this.
Farsa.
Yeah.
We're going back again to the proper way of winning this game for ONIC Philippines side. Know your late game, mid game insurance. How does the KDA machine gets his hand on 2?
They don't even have early game insurance, I'm telling you that.
Oh,
That's true.
this is problem right now for ONIC Philippines.
Oh, look at this. Sensui is forcing his way into Wise. Daytona's welcome will cancel out the heavy spin. But that's AoE damage being dished out by ONIC. Forces the cult alter. For a Blacklist, they will have control of the turtle once again.
Held it for too long. The Daytona's welcome was able to snatch the catch from Sensui against ONIC. And look at Haji again, just playing Farsa.
That's amazing. That's
Snatch, catch, and house the patch now. This changes everything right off the bat.
I don't know. Where'd that come from?
I love Minute just rhymes his words, you know, out of nowhere.
I know you do. I know
He's
you
a
do.
low-key rapper.
Correct. Right now, ONIC looking like they are having trouble.
What? That was a solo kill on the top lane.
No, there's clearly no contest.
Straight up.
They're there, just being pulled, and Ohab just takes the kill.
One moment, he isn't there anymore.
Oh man, this.
Blacklist
This is,
International.
Sorry, guys. We called it in the draft. We called it.
If somebody asks how Blacklist was able to win game number 2, you tell them Barats. It's a stomp.
Yeah, it is. It's literally a stomp. Right now, Rapidude can't really do much against this. As a Rafaela, you just don't have that damage.
The thing about this game is that they don't have any late game comebacks from ONIC.
Yeah, it's the early game window that they need to keep up against the Cold because they're just 2 towers taken down by Blacklist with a 5k gold lead.
And we're 6 minutes in. That's 5k in the bank here for Blacklist. They're pushing the tempo hard.
Yeah, like consider all the possibilities. The only way that ONIC wins is if they catch off the Faramis with a crowd control. But the problem is the only crowd control that they have is Rapidote with a Flicker Holy Baptism and then the heavy spin from the Akai. And that's never going to happen against Oh My Venus.
There's
Good
a lot
luck.
of
Good luck. She
There's
knows that she's the only target in this game.
Yeah.
Blacklist doesn't need a front line wall because if everyone just want to be in the front line, you just get pulled.
Yeah.
Instant force from Blacklist just to make ONIC Philippines answer all to the traps.
I love the way how Haji was so persistent on getting the Feathered Airstrike, even catching 2 just to get the ultimate from the Farza. It was like, I'm gonna get that ultimate.
I need that.
I need that.
Beautifully done. Again, Blacklist takes out another turret on the top side, making the goal lead 6,000 for Codebreakers on the top side.
Now we're just answering how Oheb just managed to use his Beatrix onto his lane. He has now items. Can also this is one way to prove that you can't nerf everything.
Yeah, it's really hard for ONIC now to mount a comeback, especially with their gold leader not having any form of mobility against both the Dirot, the Valentina. I mean, all of the heroes on the side of Blacklist, like the Valentina, the Dirot, the Barats.
And again, props to ONIC for trying to catch Oh My Venus, but that's just showing what a Forest Pyramis can do. You just cannot catch him.
I love the fact that Haji gets the skin from the Farza. They both
automatically
throw the same Strike. The beautiful thing.
I didn't know that was possible though.
Oh My Venus is priming here for a good stampede, but not really going to be given by ONIC. Forces Blacklist back off for the meter.
So what is the answer now for the Hedgehogs? We have 7k, almost 7k gold lead. Blacklist has control of the map, has so much insurance. What's the answer for this question, Smith?
I mean, the answer is you tell everyone that Blacklist hasn't lost twice against a a team that they beat.
Testament.
The answer is just wait for Blacklist to make a mistake, which I think will not really happen that much. Maybe 1 or 2 in the late game, but something. It has to be something really big, like really humongous.
Blacklist
blunder.
has to mess up like big time, twice at
Sorry,
least.
guys.
But will they let that
Twice.
happen? I
Exactly.
think not.
Exactly.
And that's the beauty about their lineup is that they're built to sustain those arrows. They have Paramis and Valentina.
Even if you make an error, it's like, okay, that's fine.
Whoa.
We're not gonna die right away anyway.
Whoa, they're trapping one.
Yeah, there's Wise with a glob straight into there. Not much to say about that.
Yeah, I mean that's what you get when you have Cult Altar. Cult Altar is literally an error correction skill. Like if you misposition yourselves, you can reset the position with the Cult Altar. If somebody catches you off guard, you can re-engage with the Cult Altar. And that is what Blacklist has, then ONIC has no answer against.
Yeah, suddenly the first pick Akai is not looking too good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's hard also. You can actually blame Sensui to just make the plays happen because right now if he wants to go in and contest, he gets burst down easily. And no contest on this first Lord.
Just look at Haji. You know, his commitment to playing the fundamental MLBB. When Super Prince used the Feather Airstrike to make him flicker away, he could have used it against Super Prince and to just dish out nuke damage and poke damage against ONIC so that they don't come close to the Lord. But he knows that okay, I don't need to use it. If the time comes that I do need to use it, I still have it. Because the thing is, if you pop the Feathered Airstrike, you're gonna be waiting for the next cooldown of the IMU from the Valentina, which is quite I would say a lot considering that he doesn't have the cooldown boots. So this is how committed Blacklist is playing the fundamental MLBB.
This is an extra challenge for the Yellow Hedgehogs right now. Just looking at this push by Blacklist. It's just leaving down the base open for the code to take, because right now they can't even extend to get for resources.
Yeah.
It's so hard right now for ONIC Philippines.
It's true. They can't even catch OHEB right now. Very comfortable on the Matrix. Again, despite the nerf on the hero, he's not even touched in this game right now.
I mean, that part hasn't been nerfed yet. You know, hitting towers
from
outside
afar.
the range.
Yeah, basically. That's tower down on mid.
Okay.
Bottom could follow and top as well. Holy defense is going to be removed, and there you go. That's
Look at the
going
damage
down.
going to nets. Almost half HP and slowing down. And Blacklist not wasting any more time on this.
Yeah, small API error there on the banner. Don't worry about that. We'll get that fixed up real quick. Now, how is the push going to happen here? Who is going to make the first move? Big questions here going to get answered by ONIC. 11 minutes. And their base is gone.
This is not looking good for ONIC Philippines. We can't blame how hard it is to just get in front of Blacklist right now. They can't do much, but this is just a bomb to explode, a ticking time bomb to explode.
Yeah, so what you do again, you have Lord spawning in 50 seconds. You push out the waves that are coming out from the side of ONIC, and then you start freezing the lane. This is really fundamental gameplay from Blacklist International, which is top notch. Looking at the mid lane, I don't think anybody will clear that. So this is again Blacklist sticking to what they know. The Lord, this next Lord is gonna become important because it is an evolved Lord which they can use to push the base of ONIC.
This is one big problem right now. There's a lot of questions that ONIC Philippines needs to answer. The XP, Haji, he's 2 levels away against Super Friends, and Wise just growing and growing like a good dinosaur here. Just stacks, bro.
What's a good dinosaur?
I'm just saying on how Blacklist just clearly manages to just do it on on paper heroes.
Yeah.
Just growing all throughout this game.
12.5 minutes, 13k gold lead here for Blacklist International. Easy Lord as well. ONIC is very aware that this happened.
Oh.
That was fast.
Can't really do anything much about it though.
ONIC Philippines is either a set from Rapidude, either a set from Sensui, but the cost is 1 burst down. They need defense. They need items. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of factors they need to answer against Blacklist.
I dare say they need a miracle right now. Oh My Venus has an immortality, so there's 2 rounds of fighting against Blacklist. And remember, that's 2 rounds on Paramis, which extends to his teammates. So that is literally 2 to 3 rounds of fighting against this lineup of Blacklist International. If you're ONIC, you want to be able to pick off important heroes, and those has to be either OHEB or Venus.
How can they answer the Royal Duo?
Well, Super Friends has the Divine Glaive right now. They can go for something big here. Good damage on the hook. Could be big. There's in the middle of everybody. Gets taken out by the Filipino sniper. No sustain. Coming from the Esmeralda. Heavy spin by Sensui. Pushes everyone away. The Blacklist squad, though, is very adamant. That's 2 big popping ultimates there, but will not matter. Blacklist 2-0 against ONIC Philippines.
The testament lives on. They have never beaten by the same team twice, says All My Venus, and just Blacklist winning in full dominance against ONIC.
I'd have to say it was a wonderful attempt by ONIC Philippines on game number 1, but Blacklist secured the game.